What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, and I do not offer an investment trading program. So please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks. When you open a new Webull brokerage account, put at least 1 penny in that brokerage account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks. There's a link down in the description box of the video. Click on that Webull link, open up your new account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. Well, guys, I believe we are already in a recession. Now, the Federal Reserve has not called a recession just yet for our economy. And I think the reason they haven't called it a recession is because our strong labor market. See, one of the things that happens in a recession is unemployment goes up and wages go down and values go down. Whether it be values in the stock market, real estate, businesses, typically in a recession, those three go down in value. But that's not a bad thing. We want to talk about today what you can do in 2023 to take advantage of this recession and get rich. I think you got 5 things you need to be thinking about to position yourself. Definitely have these things in place before the end of this year so that you're ready to go to build wealth in 2023. Number 1, you gotta have income, guys. There's no way you can build wealth without income. So I would be looking at my income streams right now, making sure I'm maximizing my value, making sure I'm earning as much income as I can, because income is your number 1 tool to build wealth. Be thinking about side hustles. So if I got a primary income where I'm doing okay, but it's not the type of income I need in order to build the wealth I want to build, then you got to do 1 or 2 things. You got to increase your income from your primary skill set, or you got to go out and find some side hustles to add to your income. You have to make sure you're making the most income you can make prior to 2023. Let's move on to number 2, which is live on less than what you make. See, a lot of us, we don't live on less than what we make. If we make $2,000 a month, we're living on $2,200 a month. And that's a recipe for disaster, guys. You'll never build wealth if you're spending all the money that you're making someone else wealthy. So you gotta live on less than what you make. And my rule of thumb that I tell most people that I speak to about building wealth is you should get yourself in a position where you're living on 50% of what you make. And then you're taking the other 50% and you're multiplying it. You gotta live on less than what you make, guys, if you're going to build wealth in 2023 and take advantage of this recession. Let's move on to number 3, which is live on a plan. You have to have a game plan, guys, in order to be able to take advantage of this recession we're in and 2023. Game plan would include how you're going to budget your money, right? You should know exactly how much money you got coming in. You should know exactly how much money you got going out. You should be looking at your expenses and saying to yourself, am I spending money to make someone else wealthy, or am I spending money on just my basics? And then I'm taking the rest of this money and I'm multiplying it. See, that's living on a plan. That's having a personal budget that you're holding yourself accountable to. Because if you don't know how much money you got coming in, and if you don't know where that money is going, how in the world are you going to be able to build wealth? You got to know these things. And I would say having that personal budget in place before 2023 is going to help you do that, right? Now let's move on to number 4, which is staying out of bad debt, man. A lot of us have consumer debt. Most of it is credit card debt. Second thing we have is car loan debt. Those are your two big ones, right? When we're talking about consumer debt, we're talking about credit card debt and car loan debt. Listen, guys, if you got either of those two and your interest rate is more than 5%, you should be concentrating all your free cash flow right now to pay off those debts, especially if it's variable rate credit card debt. But you know the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates, and they're going to continue raising these short-term interest rates. And if you got credit card debt tied to a variable rate, your rate's going to go up every time the Federal Reserve increases short-term interest rates. You'll never pay off your principal balance by making the minimum payment. So you cannot have credit card debt, guys. You got to do everything in your power to get rid of the credit card debt. The next one is the car loan debt. If you got a 10% fixed rate on your car loan and you pay that car loan off, that's just like you getting a 10% return on that money, but to yourself, not to the people who you got the loan with. So credit card debt, high interest rate car loan debt, you got to retire those guys. You got to get yourself out of consumer debt so that you can take all your free cash flow and be investing it in order to make yourself wealthy in 2023 and beyond. So let's move on to number 5. And number 5 is going to be investing. And let's talk about the 4 things that I believe you should be thinking about investing your money in. The first one is stocks. Remember I said in a recession, stocks go down in value. Typically real estate goes down in value. Typically some businesses go down in value, right? So if stocks are down in value in a recession, those are the things I should be investing in while they're on sale. They're discounted, right? I want to buy my assets on sale. I want to buy my assets as low as I can buy them, as long as they're good assets, right? As long as they're good assets. So you want to look for blue chip companies. You want to look for blue chip ETFs. You want to look for good, strong blue chip cryptocurrencies. And you want to buy these assets right now while they're on sale, because eventually the recession will end and those assets are going to go back up in value. So if I buy them low, I hold them, and then they go up in value, they're worth more 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, I just increased my net worth because I bought down here and now they're worth up here. So everything in between is where I increased my net worth. So stocks, ETFs, and cryptos are definitely great places to multiply your money in a recession. Let's move on to real estate. So real estate is a big one, but the only way I would be investing in real estate is if I believe long-term I could make money. And I think in 2023, we're going to see real estate prices, home prices, right, come down in that ballpark of 7 to 15%, depending upon where you live in the country. I think we'll see that. And the reason I believe we'll see that is because of interest rates. So your 30-year fixed interest rate for home loans is around 7%. And when it's that high, it does what? It's not affordable for everybody. And when it's not affordable for everybody, inventory just kind of sits there on the market. And if I'm a seller and I need to sell my property and no one's making me any offers, guess what I got to do? I got to reduce my price. Now, that can be a single family home. That could be a duplex. It could be a threeplex. It could be a fourplex. See, it could be any 1 to 4 family residential dwelling. And I believe that's your best opportunity when you're looking at real estate, is that 1 to 4 family dwelling, right? Because you're going to get the best deals on those. And I believe that real estate class, 1 to 4 family dwellings, is the least risky real estate to buy. When you talk about commercial real estate, it gets a little bit more risky, right? Because if I own a commercial building and I got a tenant in that commercial building, let's say I got a plumber in that commercial building, and this recession continues, and this plumber is losing sales. Remember, that's one of the things that happens in a recession. Businesses lose sales. They go down in value. So let's say that plumber starts losing some of their customers and they don't have as much revenue. They don't have as much profit. And they decide, I can't pay Richard his rent anymore. I'm just going to go run my business out of my home. See, that's what happens with commercial real estate in recession, especially with small businesses. They tend to just let that lease go and they go and run their business out of their home. So be careful with commercial real estate during a recession. And then let's talk about businesses. As I mentioned, the best time to start a business, guys, is in a recession. Why? Less competition. Nobody really wants to start a business in a recession. People like to start businesses when we're booming. And that's probably the worst time to start a business, when we boom an economy. Why? Because you got more competition. So think about starting a business in this recession because you got less competition. It's easier for you to start that business. And then you grow it as the economy grows. And when the economy turns itself around, you got to thrive in business. So that's another place you can park money to multiply, is in your own business. And then the last thing I would do with my money, guys, is I'd keep a portion of it in cash. Cash is a good hedge against inflation right now. And it'll help you sleep better at night. Plus, having a certain amount of cash on hand gives you the opportunity to pick up deals, really good deals. I always keep, for me personally, about 20 to 25% of my net worth in cash. So one, I can sleep comfortable at night. And then two, I can be ready to act on any deals. I think 2023 is a great opportunity for you guys to build wealth. It's going to be a great opportunity for me to build wealth. And I'm going to be positioned to be able to do it. But you got to have those first 5 things I talked about in place before you can take advantage of buying stocks, before you can take advantage of buying real estate, 1 to 4 family real estate, before you can start a business, right? Before you can even keep cash and cash reserve, you got to do those first 5 things I talked about. Drop me some comments and let me know if you think we're going to have a real recession in 2023. If you want those 12 free stocks from Webull, click on that link down in the description box. Open up your new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind. You can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.